Hey everyone, this is Bloka. Welcome to one of my videos and welcome to Random Ramblings. Today is the 23rd of February 2015. Just to be sure. Just to be sure that you guys are aware that it is the year of which I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore, but today's Random Ramblings isn't so much going to be about the gameplay that's currently going on, because I'm pretty sure it's some scout gameplay that I got during Gold Rush. Can't quite remember, but yeah. So it's not going to be about much of the gameplay or anything that has to do with an update, because really the only recent thing that was added in an update that I can think of was like the new tournament medals or something like that. I can't quite remember, but anyway, main focus is going to be Steam Workshop items, more specifically coats, like shirt cosmetics, because I really like shirt cosmetics. Aside from hats, shirts are probably one of the first identifying things that you see on a character, because it's just like it takes up like half of their entire body. And you know, sometimes it sometimes covers up their arm slightly differently or things like that. And I really like them. Medic has a ton already that really differentiate him from his original, medical coat. But I still have picked out one for each class, and they haven't been added in the game yet. Otherwise, it would have been kind of pointless to pick out an item that's already been in the game. But regardless, so the first up is the Man of Style, and it is, of course, for the Scout. It looks really cool. It gives him sleeves, and it gives him kind of like a dress shirt with a tie, and then like another dress shirt underneath or something. I don't know clothing terms very well, but the fact is, I think the most important thing is it gives him sleeves. That's the big thing about Scout for me. If I don't have a cosmetic on him that doesn't give him sleeves, it's gonna look really weird to me now. So I gotta have something. I gotta have like little like a drummer man, or I gotta have big man on campus. I have to have something that covers his sleeves, and I think this looks really cool. In fact, if it weren't for this really versatile spring coat that I have on, or like I guess kind of fall autumn coat, I don't know, but I wear this in cold weather. But normally I actually wear a shirt kind of very similar to what the Man of Style is like, so I really like that kind of style of shirt. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Next up is the not so fancy uniform, which funnily enough, I can't talk. It actually goes with the fancy dress uniform, so you can have the not so fancy uniform and the fancy dress uniform. So it's like the ultimate formal informal dress wear that you could possibly have on at the same time. But yeah, it gives the soldier a nice like white shirt underneath, and I think it looks really nice. Of course, I'm gonna say it looks really nice on like just about every single one of these, because I picked them out for a reason. But I think it will go. It gives a soldier like a very casual look, and I don't think a lot of things actually capture a casual look, because most of it is, of course, like, wartime, so it's gotta be like a kind of serious. But in any case, gotta move on to the Pyro, which is the toasty trench coat, and it looks. I love the look of trench coats. It's something about like just open trench coats that just go all the way down to the legs, and it's just like something about that. Plus, it gives the Pyro like this kind of like dress shirt thing underneath as well. That seems to be kind of a common theme, but I mean, it looks cool. There's also the I'm not sure if those are epaulets or like just something else entirely, but It gives the Pyro, you know, he gives the Pyro 2 epaulets, one on each side, and unfortunately, one of the big things that I think is keeping it back, and this is what a lot of other people are speculating as well. Well, I mean, besides the fact that there's hundreds, thousands of, you know, Pyro Cosmetics, but one of the things is it messes with the silhouette. I can kind of kind of understand that because, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because Pyro has a lot of defining features about like what he looks like, his head, his gloves, and his suit, and just, you know, his general color as well. How it just like it goes from red and then it tapers off into like this dark charcoal kind of color. Or you know, it's blue and then tapers off into a charcoal color, but you get it. The Pyro is very noticeable, so I personally don't think it really messes with, you know, the just general idea of like, glance, oh, there's a Pyro running at me. But Valve is apparently very, very picky about things, from what I've heard, especially since from various things, like I looked at McVee's Tumblr and stuff like that, saying, and he said Valve is like very, very picky about what was it, quality and stuff like that. So I can understand it's like, this kind of messes with his silhouette, like just the tiniest bit it messes with his silhouette. So it's a bit unfortunate. But in any case, moving on to the Devilman? Yeah, the Devilman. Yeah, that's next in line. It's the Captain's coat. Now, since the Man of the Seven Seas is already in, it kind of makes this one a little bit redundant because it's in the same vein as the Captain's coat, where it gives him like a tailcoat and some like a big old collar with like a different kind of sleeve aesthetic. But I think it still looks very nice. But oh well. There's not much to say because it kind of is like a less detailed version of the Man of the Seven Seas. But I mean, it's different enough that I think it would still warrant being put into the game. Regardless, let's move on to the heavy. This is one that I kind of used for a little bit before an update borked it and made the textures give off the pink and blacks checkers, the checker pattern. But it's the medical deputy for the heavy. And the basic idea of this is it kind of makes the heavy look a little bit more like the medic. And I think that is really cool. It gives him probably the longest sleeves, like well, after the weightlifter, the one that gives the heavy like a sweatshirt hoodie kind of thing. But it's like not a whole lot of in fact, I don't think any shirt cosmetics really changes the length of his sleeves. The sleeves just kind of go like a little bit before his elbow, and that's as far as they go. And that, to me, isn't enough of a sleeve. Because, again, like with the Scout, I don't like it. I don't like the look of a sleeveless arm in this game for some reason. At least on my character. But I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. And I really like it. I used it for a bit, but then it borked out on me, so I had to stop using it. But next up is what is that? The engineer. So the engineer has the Underminer, which is actually quite similar to the not so fancy uniform, where it gives the engineer like a very, very casual look. Where, in fact, he's like wearing 3 shirts, like a coat, a dress shirt, and then like a t-shirt underneath. Actually, kind of seems like something that I would do sometimes. But I really like it. I like what they did with I know my right from my left, as I motioned my left when I said right and my right when I said left. I like his right arm where it opens up, because it's just it fits around his glove and everything. It looks cool. It's a nice aesthetic. All of these are just beautifully crafted, and the workshop, like the little thumbnails which I'm using, all the thumbnails are wonderfully done, if you ask me. But now, time to move on to the medic, which is the Grumpy Grandpa. Grandpa, not Grandpa. But it's the Grumpy Grandpa, and I remember when I first saw this, it went with a beard, but the beard mysteriously just kind of vanished from existence, and I don't know why, but out of like various ones that I could have chosen that had like an open coat with like something showing like in the middle, I chose this one because I like a lot of the other ones were just a waistcoat in the middle and then a tie, or just showing more of the tie or something like this. If I wanted to show the tie, then I guess I really wouldn't wear any of the coat cosmetics. But I mean, I guess like the 2 Fort Vice, I think it was called. That one looks pretty cool, but I opted to choose the Grumpy Grandpa because I like the scarf kind of look, and then the interesting, I guess it's a waistcoat underneath kind of appearance, with the flaps of the coat on the outside being visually quite thick, I think. But I think that looks very nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't really do anything with like his sleeves, but I think it looks fine as is. So yeah. But then again, Medic has probably some of the most coat cosmetics in the game, I feel. So yeah. Oh well. But after that is the sniper, and this is probably the one that started me thinking about all this. The Down Under Duster. It gives the sniper, I guess, more variation in the color of his sleeves. Like, it goes from red into this kind of leather-looking kind of color, and it turns his vest into like a very long coat, I guess. A duster. I don't know what a duster is. I'm bad with clothing terms, but it looks really nice. And it's not just this coat that goes all the way down. The right side is actually like bending upwards because of the pouch thing on the right side of his waist. So I think that's actually a really cool detail that I don't think a lot of people would have really cared too much about. They would have just did the whole coat, top to bottom, just straight down. And I think it looks absolutely fantastic. In fact, that whole set that the Down Under Duster is from looks really nice, and includes the weapon, the Scatterbrain, which also is very cool, and they even made a custom animation for it. But anyway, the last one is the Wet Worker version 2. There's 2 versions. Version 1 is doesn't look nearly as sleek and as I guess professional as the Wet Worker version 2, but this one gives the spy like, I guess, a trench coat, something like that, kinda ish. I don't know clothing terms, so I don't know how to describe it, but it looks really cool and looks very nice, and again, it looks way better than the first version, which was like really poofy and stuff. Which, at the time, it looked pretty cool, but comparing it to the new one definitely just completely blows the first one out of the water. But yeah, it gives the spy like a really long coat. It goes down like all the way to his legs, and just like the Toasty trench coat, it could be argued that it messes with the spy's silhouette so much, but usually cosmetics just kind of disappear from the spy when he's disguised, so it really doesn't matter that much, I don't think. But oh well. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. But yeah, wow, okay. And I think that's gonna do it, because wow, I managed to fill up a lot of time just by talking about cosmetics from the workshop. But yeah, those are my 9 picks of cosmetics from the workshop, based around coats and, you know, clothing, shirts, stuff like that. And I think all those should be put into the game. I don't know why they haven't been put into the game yet for some of them, because they're seriously, they're very nice. They're very different from a lot of the other things in the game currently. But that's fine. That's gonna do it. I'm taking way too long. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Next time, I don't know, probably more Smash Bros. I'm just kind of getting into the habit of, I guess, just using my Wii U more, so that way I can do something. But have a great day and a good night. Bye.